We'd like to welcome you back in the Open de France by Barnes. We're here in the Group C in a very tremendous match, and both teams already on the ground. They had one win and one loss. So that will be the decision who will be second in the Group C, and they're playing the two fantastic teams of Jolly Rogers, King of Polo, and Battistoni. Let me quick introduce. We got 15 degrees, a little bit cloudy, but a dry condition, and let's introduce the two teams. It's playing at Jolly Rogers, King of Polo, playing at the number 1 from Great Britain. It's Hugo Taylor at the number 2, Manu Placer with 6 goals. James Bime, the James Bond of Polo, sent by Her Majesty. He's the national captain of the English team and is doing very well so far. And Nicholas Johansson, the CEO of the team, playing with 0 goals, playing at with the number 4 on the shirt. But Estoni, they're playing in the team shirts in red. They're playing Alessandro Barnaba, the Italian CEO, organizing his team very well, bringing at the number 2 the 2 brothers at the 2, and at the 4 the 2 Jauretche. Juan is playing at the 2 with 6 goals, and Pierre playing at the back with 4 goals. And in the center, in the middle, it's Manu Elizalde with 6 goals. I got some great help, and the voice of Palermo is here, and he's playing for Animales. He's a great professional, and welcome and helping us. It's Pancho McLaughlin. Welcome, Pancho.
Thank you, Alex. It's a pleasure being here again in Polo Line, and yeah, I think we have a super exciting game. We have the team of Battistoni wearing the red shirt today, and Jolly Roger is wearing a black shirt. So we expect a super game. Polo, two teams. Hello there. Sorry, we had a problem with the sound. Here we are, Pancho McLaughlin. It's a pleasure being here in Polo Line. We have a great game of polo. We have the red shirt team, the team of Battistoni. They usually play in Saint-Tropez against the Jolly Roger team, as Alex was mentioning, wearing a black shirt. And well, we expect a super game of polo, super tight. And well, the winner of this game will go through to the quarterfinals. So I think on paper we expect a very close game.
Yeah, we will see 2 mounted umpires. It's Peter Wright and Jason Dixon, a third man just sitting here outside, but connected with the 2 umpires, Henry Fisher. What do you think, Pancho? They're very balanced. The 2 6-goal players and then the 4-goal players, they're both in the same. I mean, they're very balanced. Can you say who will be a little bit better, maybe balanced, or?
No, I think the difference, yeah, they are both teams super balanced on handicap. So I think today the team that actually arrived better with the horses, I think it will have a slight difference. And well, of course, the team that plays better as a team, we have other teams with really high goal players that play the Open, for example, and those type of teams, they try to manage usually the game through those high goal handicap players. But I think here the team, of course, you have James Bime, super experienced player on one side, and you have Juan Jauretche on the other side. That player played the Open, you know, both with Manuel Elizalde. They are 7 goals in Argentina, super great players. But I think the team that plays better as a team will take the victory today, no?
Yeah, that's true. So let's start. We just started the match, and with James Bime, he was on the ball. Juan Jauretche is taking over. Juan is doing quite well, just controlling it, just perfect, and maybe try to find. Wait a second, umpires. Yeah, there was something not all right. Maybe there was Manu Elizalde just asked for to give a rest. Something was not okay. He asked immediately, and I think they will receive maybe an impact by a ball. Have you seen something, Pancho?
No, maybe a crush with one of the horses, but well, as we know, these players, they know each other. Most of them get along really well, so it was very kind from Juan Jauretche to stop. And we have, well, Manu Plaza chatting with Manu Elizalde, both Manu there. And well, we're going to restart the game, hopefully, if there's not an infraction, with a fair play, but we'll see what the umpires decide. As you mentioned, we have 2 on the field, and we have 1 here sitting next to us. He's always helping the 2 officials, and if they have any type of doubt, well, they assist, and within the 3 of them, they do a great job.
That's right. If you really have an impact, a write-off, or a horse's head, then we will see. But it's a fair play. Yes, exactly. Umpire will put it down and just in favor, because last one on the ball was a team in the red and better known as Battistoni, Manu Elizalde. Manu has a great shot always, But watch out, there are many players just ahead of their goal, and it's traveling, the ball is going, deflected a little bit, went off on the side, but who will be there first? It's Manu Plaza. Manu's taking it over out of the fence. Try to give a great pass now. He's avoiding the center, so he's bringing it up. No, he's using the center, and because it's already there, Hugo Taylor. Hugo from England. Hugo, another one. Taken nicely and controlling it. Tries to dribble it a little bit, waiting for the right moment just to give it maybe ahead, but the moment nobody by his team is ahead, so he's doing on his own. James Bynes coming from nowhere, just interception, this one, and coming over and flying over. And James taken over by Manu Plaza, close to the goal. Maybe we will see the first goal of the day. No, not yet. Whew.
Yes, good game and good defense in a way by the Battistoni team. They managed to push the defender away. Manu Plaza almost scored a nice goal, but well, we have a knock-in now. Battistoni recovers possession, and let's see what they do from that side of the field.
Yeah, Pierre Aureche is taking the hit in and just center it up under the neck a little bit. 90 degrees to give in. James Byne is still there. First one on the action. Manuel Elizalde started, but Byne was already there. He knows exactly where to go in this kind of polo. Very experienced player, 6 goal, playing every inch of it. Is coming from England. He's the national captain of the national team. Taking over to Manu Plaza. Manu, what a nice drive. Manu Plaza, the first goal of this afternoon, this match here. Manu Plaza scored a perfect goal, a long distance, a difficult angle, but nice shot.
Yes, a great resource and well worked that play between the two 6-goalers of Jolly Roger. In the last play, they decided to tap the ball, and well, they recognized that the defense of Battistoni was super strong, so they decided to hit from the distance, and well, the accuracy was there of these type of players. They really can score from far away. So great goal, 1-0 in favor of Jolly Roger.
Thank you, Pancho. Really an expert. Thank you so much. You couldn't play yesterday because of the broken rib, and I hope it will be soon better. Doing a great tournament so far was for Animales, but you took a lot of pills, you told me, and I hope you will recover in the next one, in the next match.
Thank you. Yes, we're expecting the next game hopefully on Sunday, so I have a few days to recover. So we have the action again.
Yeah, just perfect, and taken over by James Byne. James Byne is playing ahead, so quite at the number 2 position so far, taken over, got some help by Manu Plaza, but taken over by Juan Aureche. Juan is turning just perfectly, controlling it. There's nobody ahead of his team, so he's dribbling, and Pierre is coming from the back. Watch out now at the right moment, Pierre. Everybody's leaving now. Pierre and Juan, umpire were waiting for the situation to clear out, but finally didn't.
Yes, that's I think what they are blowing. Well worked that play between the two brothers. Pierre leaving the ball behind for Juan, his elder brother. And yeah, the black player has to clear. When the umpires mention clear, they have to move actually to the side, not forward, giving the player space to actually run with the ball or hit a pass or actually hit to goal. The umpires decided that well, he was actually on the way, so to preserve the horses, there was no advantage on the play, so they blow a foul. I think we have a 30-yard penalty in favor of the Italian team.
That's correct, but the story is an Italian team and taken out penalty 2 now. Manuel Elizalde is walking, a little bit unusual, but of course not using the strength of the horse and the gallop, but wants to be very precisely in this one. A little chip shot, and it's into the goal. And Battistoni did another one. It's equalizer 1-1, as you see in the replay, the goals.
See, as we see on the replay, Manuel Elizalde is walking. Here, in this case, it's a 30-yard penalty, so the penalty is undefended. So, well, it was an easy shot for Manu, and now the players return to the center. We're going to have a throw-in, and they will change ends.
Yeah, everybody has to be back in between 25 seconds. Umpires call it down. Well done by Hugo Taylor. But got some great help by Nicolas Johansson. Look at Johansson, the Swedish CEO organization. We're doing very nice. Nicolas Johansson bringing more ahead. Perfectly by Jolly Rogers, king of Polo team. They're into the goal by Hugo Taylor. Well done, Hugo.
See, great goal by Hugo Taylor, and as we say here, unlucky shot by Pierre Jauretche. He wanted to hit a tail back shot. He took a bit of risk going in the center. The back shot didn't took the accuracy that he actually wanted, and well read by Hugo Taylor, tapping the ball, and with the speed of his horse, he scored the second goal for his team.
Yeah, it's always risky if you center it, but sometimes the opponent player they think you will tail it, and sometimes it's good to play with the center, but of course it's a little bit risky. So we will continue now with this one. Look at this one, and now Battistoni with Manu Elizalde is close to the goal. He's alone. He's dribbling the ball. It looks quite good to Battistoni, and Manu Elizalde into the goal. A nice one to drive. If you let them run alone, wow, watch out. It's always a dangerous situation.
Yeah, as we see here, Manu Elizalde with the speed of this great horse. And as we mentioned before, this first chakra, so far everything is quite even.
Yeah, playing Marilyn in the first chakra, and in the second, watch out, this funny horse on the funny name. The horse is great. It's Lady Gaga, watch out.
Okay, good name.
Yeah, he's choosing the best one in the first two chakras, as you mentioned.
Yeah, usually these players, they tend to enter in their best horses in the first and second chakra, because most likely those horses will come back in the fourth and the fifth.
So strong, yeah. Pierre Jauretche, back shot, what a nice one. Open it up completely by James Byrne. Watching out always Manu Elizalde. Manu's taking over again. Manu's very optimistic now, playing at the striker position. Manu, back shot, just taken perfect by James Byrne. James has to watch out another one because Pierre Jauretche is already there and taken over by Manu Elizalde. Coming from nowhere, turning around. Wow. Who's marking? Who's going to mark here? Manu Elizalde. Got a great afternoon so far. Manu is watching out. Taken over perfectly by Juan Jauretche. And it's a little bit difficult, the angle, but the ball went wide. Incredible play so far by Manu Elizalde.
Yeah, super good play, and they're working these plays quite good. Usually these players, they try to play fast, but when they identify that the defense is usually well positioned, they try to work the play, and some of their teammates go behind, so they leave the ball and they try to work and try to shoot from far away. In this case, a bit unlucky, but we have a knocking now in favor of Jolly Roger, that they recover possession.
Manu Plaza, great help in the team, but we heard a whistle, last one. Yeah, and Manu Elizalde, he's using the very good grounds here. We do have 9 full-size polo field here in Real Center in Central Europe, so it's just perfect. It's like a carpet in a 5-star hotel. It's very good. The ball is running. So for the players who got really a high level of technique, it must be wonderful.
Yeah, the fields here are usually in great conditions, and we're having a bit of rain, but they are managing to play really well, especially on the safety side. We are not seeing any horse slip, so that's super important for the safety of the game.
That's the most important thing, of course, Pancho. And Manu's again there. Look at Manu Elizalde. So far, what one is doing, incredible, but open it up, but it just wide. Great opportunity close to the goal, but it was under pressure beside. You're never alone if you're riding through the goal. You're never single, always somebody beside you. And we heard the bell and then the whistle of the umpire, so we will conclude, I guess, the first checker, but the teams still stay on the ground. Maybe it's got some discussion. What do you think?
Yes, to explain a bit the people, of course we have 4 players per team, but 1 player per team wears a wristband on one of their arms, and to identify them as captains, and they are the only ones available to talk with the umpires, but only things about the rules. They are not available to discuss any type of fault. Try to keep the game organized. But end of first chapter, 2 goals apiece here. As you know here, Juan Jauretche is talking the number 2, talking with one of the umpires, just discussing one of the plays. But now the players have 3 minutes. They will go and mount fresh horses. We will go, I think, to a commercial break, and we will be back soon.
Yeah, and some impression of the Triple Crown of the presentation from Argentina. The Higo season starts. So let's enjoy. We are back soon with a fantastic match here so far. Thank you. players are back. I hope you do so, because we're in a tremendous match between Jolly Rogers, King of Polo, and Battistoni. And the situation is that both teams, they had 1 win, 1 loss, and they're tied up now with 2-2. Pancho McLaughlin is on my side and just helping me out a little bit, because in all these facts, he do know all these players, and he know what's running, because he's playing in the tournament for equipe of Animales Polo team. And yeah, Pancho, that's a great impression of the team. The teams are really 50-50, balance. Am I right?
Yes, as we say, well, again, thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure being here. And yeah, in my opinion, today the team that arrives better with the horses will take the lead. We saw a really even first chucker. Now we're going to have a knock-in to restart this game. Let's see what the umpires decide. Something to take into consideration, the people that are watching. Of course, these players have numbers on their shirts, but sometimes it's hard on TV to actually identify the numbers. So a way to identify the players, as you can see, is quite characteristic of each player to have, of course, a helmet. And the color of the helmet is quite particular in this type of players. In this case, for example, we see Pierre Jauretche with a green helmet, Manu now in this case with a black helmet. Some players wear the same color helmet, but usually they're different colors, so this helps as well to try to identify them. Well, it's going to be a corner. It got deflected, so we have a 60-yard penalty, in this case in the right hand of Manuel Izalde, the number 3 of Battistoni. From 60 yards, he has 1 shot. Let's see what he can do from there.
Manu. Oh, it's quiet before the storm, and high lifted one. You can't do better. And high in the air, just in between the goalposts. High in the air, nobody on this planet is about to stop this one. And brings his team into the lead by 1 goal.
Yeah, as we mentioned, horses will be super important today. Also penalties, that's a super thing. We had Manuel Izalde riding Lady Gaga, as Alex mentions here. And yeah, penalties, also the team that is a bit more accurate today on the penalty shootout will also have a big advantage of trying to take this game.
Another one by Manuel Izalde, and Lady Gaga just tried to bring it close to the goal, but there's a lot of tremendous... Oh, there's a football on the field. Have you seen? Players are backing it up out of the game. Haven't seen it so much, but just perfect. It was easier to hit a little bit, but maybe ball is out. So we will come back to the game. Hugo Taylor, and bring him back by Juan Jauretche, and turning it nicely all around all players, and try to come through closer to the goal. James Byrne is there just in defense, and ball stays there, stuck there. Ball is away, gets into the ground.
Yes, we have a buried ball. Usually a horse probably stepped on the ball, and when the ball is buried, it's quite hard to take it. So we're gonna restart the game with a throw-in. In this case, it's gonna be a throw-in center to the boards. A bit unlucky for the team of Battistoni that they were attacking, but we restart the game with this throw-in that is usually a 50-50.
Yeah, tremendous power. A little bit, maybe 0.5% on the side of Battistoni. And they're more or less a little bit more in the half of Jolly Rogers, King of Polo, Hugo Taylor. Now he's tried to change a little bit the 0.5%, and Pierre Jauretche has to come into the back, and Taylor couldn't get hold of it, but they're still continuing there. James Byrne coming from nowhere, just picking up the pieces.
Yes, James Byrne making a tap, waiting for his teammate for a bit of support. Manu Plaza is helping him there, but great defense play by Juan Jauretche. And Manuel Izalde, he could do the hook, but he couldn't crush that player. I think that's what the umpires are blowing in this case. So we'll see if it's inside the 60, if they're going to go actually to a 60 yards, or they're going to move it forward to a 40 or 30, depending on the danger. In this case, I think they decide that it's a spot hit. It was outside the 60. Usually the foul is, first safety of horses basically, and players. Every time a player hits a ball, we create an imaginary line, and you are not allowed to cross that line, depending of course on speed, danger, or speed, distance and angle. In this case, the foul was not a crossing of the line. It was actually a bit of a crash. You're allowed to ride off this between players, but it has to be at the same speed and shoulder to shoulder, player and horse. In this case, the ride-off was a bit at the back, so not a clever play, and we have a spot hit in favor of Jolly Roger, and we have James Byrne, the Englishman.
Nice one, lifted one, perfect one, a little bit to the left maybe, but on this distance, quite a good shot. Manuel Elizalde is helping out in the back a little bit together with Pierre Jauretche and doing very nicely just to take it out immediately. Juan Jauretche, Juan is flying over the field, Juan starting, and the team captain Alessandro Barnaba. Look at him, what a nice try, another one. The ball's jumping a little bit and he moved it, he collected still, it's going a little bit to the left by Juan. Juan Jauretche still there, open it up again, looking in the direction of the goal, but there's a lot of traffic just ahead of him. If you stay, you lose your line maybe, so somebody's taking over. Manu is coming around the other players perfectly, maybe the last one, but somebody came across a little bit ahead. Just seeing the replay, what really happened, Pancho.
Yes, great individual play by Juan Jauretche, showing all his talent, in this stick work. And yeah, they identified that there was a player of Jolly Roger a bit parked in a wrong place, actually. And we had Juan Jauretche coming at speed. So they create a bit of danger. So we have a spot here in favor of the red team of Battistoni. And well, for Juan Jauretche to have that space, great job of his teammates trying to block the defenders so that Juan can have that space to maneuver and create an attack from that corner of the field. In this case, 3-2 in favor of Battistoni. They have a great chance to take the score up to 2 goals.
Yeah, well explained. Thank you, Pancho. And coming around, I guess that Juan Jauretche will do it. No. Manuel Elizalde is a quite important one. And the ball is in already, perfectly taken. And Battistoni then the lead by 2 goals now the difference. So important the penalties, of course.
Yes, penalty super important. This case was a spot hit, undefended. And as you see, Manuel Elizalde quickly going and change its courses. As we know, Polo is played, the game is divided in checkers. Each checkers lasts 7 minutes. And these players, to preserve the horses, because everyone that plays Polo, we do it because we love the sport and we love these animals. So we try to play them in periods of 3 minutes so that they don't get too tired and also they can come back again into the game.
Great, well done. And 4 games, all of the 4 goals taken by Manu Elizalde. The Department of Statistics by pololine.tv is very organized. They just told me. And have a look at this one. Manu Elizalde is bringing it ahead, back shot. James Mime and just collect. No, somebody was a little bit in line. Maybe Manu Plaza with Celestina, one of his favorite horses. Just maybe in the way, and umpire will face and go closer maybe into the direction again.
Yeah, as we see here on the replay, Manuel Elizalde is coming with that line, with that right of way, and a bit unlucky of Manu Plaza. If he would have hit that ball and changed that line, it would have been fine. But well, he misses the ball, and what he wants is to reach back. We have Manuel Elizalde riding into that line, so the distance was not there. So great news for Battistoni that in this second checker they're taking the lead and they have a chance to score a new one. 30-yard, in this case undefended, and Manu will try to walk this one.
So there's a goal number 5 to Manuel Elizalde out of 5, and they're going into the leads. The expert told me it will be 50-50, will be very close. And Pancho, what do we have now? It's 5-2 now.
Yes, they are the Battistoni team. They are playing a bit better, but as we know, this is a 5-checker game, so it's quite long. Of course, in paper we expect quite an even game, but well, this is Polo, you never know. And well, they are winning a bit more the throw-ins, and they are a little bit anticipating more in defense. And they are being a bit smarter marking, trying to get these fouls in their favor. No.
Yeah, Manu's doing a great game so far, and unbelievable, not only because of the goals, but of course also, but he's doing tremendous power just ahead in the other half. And taking over Juan Jauretche. What a nice lofted shot high in the air, and still there on the right side. Coming back in defense again, Jolly Rogers, King of Polo. They're more and more in their own half. It's very difficult to come over now the center line, maybe now with Hugo Taylor. No, not in this one. back to Manu said, "Oh, like leave it!" was shouting immediately in the moment when the team captain just there. But Alessandro Banaba is going just ahead and tried to receive the pass by Manu Elizalde. No, first of all, defense player is Niklas Johansson coming back.
Yes, well done for Manu Elizalde reading the back shot. Manu Plaza de Ayala, the number 2 of Jolly Roger, reading that back shot. And yeah, Pierre is crossing the line. If he would have checked and right off the black player, he would have been able to go into that ball. That was not the case, so we have a spot hit. Now on the right hand of James Vine, the Englishman.
There was a tough ride-off just here between Manuel Elizalde and Manu Plaza, but everything went well. So finally, that's the most important thing. And Pierre had to go back because what a nice tremendous shot by Manu Plaza. Manu brings it into the danger zone, close to the goal line, and the ball was in already. What a great one. And Juan Horeche was there in the final one, but he couldn't get hold of it. But Manu Plaza, what a nice drive, and brings his team, Jolly Rogers, a little bit back. 3-5 now. Is he in
Yes, great shot by Manu Plaza de Ayala. The ball was going in, so Juan Jaureche desperately tried to push that ball away from the goal, and he was unlucky that when he hit the next shot, it hit his horse and the ball went in, scoring an own goal. But well, all merit of Manu Plaza scoring almost from midfield, a super shot.
So Jolly Rogers, King of Polo team, coming closer and closer. Now only 2 goals. And they're still in attack. Hugo Taylor. What a game now. What an opening. What a shot now. Great one. And that was close. And putting everything on one card like a poker.
Hugo identified that the defense was approaching, so he decided to take a shot to goal. Good decision. Unfortunately, the ball went really, really close to the left. So now we have a knock-in. A bit unlucky for them, lucky for Battistoni that they recover possession, and let's see what they try to do. Pierre Jaureche now with the green helmet.
It's a great game so far, a good level in 16-goal polo. It's an open one, and please remember the winner of this team will go through to the final round. Manu Elizalde. Manu still there, just comfort the ball a little bit. His horse is going back. And he has to play it in between 3 seconds if the ball is just free now, or make a big hit. Now the hit is coming by Juan Jaureche. Juan taking over James Vine. Clever in the right moment. Proper ride-off, a little contact made at Hugo Taylor, who was again there, who was just waiting for the right one now to bring it there with a little under the neck shot. 75 degrees, the ball is still there. Back shot, open back shot with the first bell that we heard. Pancho, it's really surreal. Look at Manu.
Super great game of polo, great tail back shot, and we have Juan Jaureche here flying in this chestnut in front of us, this bay horse. Juan Jaureche with a long shot. The ball is still in play, and we have these last 30 seconds. He turns the ball, let's see what he can do. He tries to shoot, and no more time. Great counter-attack of the team Battistoni. They were lucky there, 2 attempts from Jolly Roger. They managed to defend it super well, and they go to rest in this second chapter, 5-3 in their favor.
Thank you, Pancho, and just enjoy in the little rest the first impression of the Jockey Club of the Abierto, the first big high goal in Argentina from the last days, and just enjoy. We are back soon. Thank you, Pancho. Thank you, Pololine.tv. We are back soon. So we are back in a tremendous match in the Group C. In this match, we will have the decision who will follow the leading first team in the group into the group of the last 8 teams. It's an open match so far, and Jolly Rogers, King of Polo, they come a little bit closer. So far classified as a group number 1 team in it's a equipe of La Fija Sandbox, of course. In the first match so far, they won 3 out of 3. That's great, and we will see in this one. So far, it looks quite good to Battistoni Polo team. Tremendous effort, and it's a score so far 5-3. But everything is possible. Now we're in the third chapter, and got some great help here by Pancho McLaughlin.
Yes, we're going to restart this game. A great counter-attack of the team Battistoni, but they ran out of time. The ball was still in play. So as we see, the officials are standing on the field. We're going to restart this game, in this case with a throw-in from the center to the field. In this case, we have the team in black at the left on the umpires, and they are on what we call in Polo the good side of the throw-in. They are located the left hand side of the umpire, so that means they have a slight advantage of winning the throw-in. This is what actually happened, because when the ball passes, they can actually play the ball on the right. In this case, they are trying to work the play from the corner with a bit of patience, and we have James Vine, the most experienced player of their team, managing the ball.
It's coming out great out of this situation so far. The second one's waiting, but James is still there. It's great in England. They have a lot of tough ride-offs, so we know really how to fight for the ball. Taken over was a hook right in the right moment, and James is still there, playing with all this experience. Open up a little back shot, but in between Manu Elizalde is coming closer, and what a nice open drive along the field. Juan Jaureche open-hit one. Taken nicely by the defense of
Manu Plaza.
Manu Plaza, yes, thank you. Of course, Manu Plaza's there. It's very tough. There's a lot of traffic around. Everybody's just working to get closer, but get out perfectly by Hugo Taylor. Hugo.
Yeah, Hugo Taylor passing the ball to Manu Plaza. They're working this place. James Bike goes there to help, and now we have Manu Plaza with a lovely neck shot trying to find Nicolas Johansson. We have Alessandro with the ride-off, calls the ball for Juan Jaureche. He taps the ball, and we have a whistle. Let's see what the umpires decide. As we know, we have 2 on the field. One is usually countering at the back of the play, trying to identify what's the line, and the other one tries to locate himself on the side, and he's the one in charge of identifying if the player comes with enough distance or speed or angle, and the one at the back, as we mentioned, checking the line. In this case, they identified that Manuel Elizalde had the line, so we had a spot hit in favor of the red team.
Opening up very nicely. Manu is still there. Tremendous drive. Oh, well, the contact made, not too tough, not too hard. That's what was in between the limit, so that's okay. And Hugo Taylor putting up the speed a little bit just to avoid team from Battistoni. Juan Jaureche is just on the side. Juan is trying to control it very nicely, but James Bine tried to enter on the near side. Be careful, Hugo.
See, well done, Hugo. He had a chance to go for the ride-off, and he decided, so he recovers the ball super well for his team. And in this case, it's James Bine with all the experience on his shoulders. James Bine controlling the ball for Jolly Roger. Well done, Hugo, working, creating some space for him. The hook was good, and we recover the ball. Let's see for the spectators how dynamic this game is. Teams recover possession, and they change super quickly.
Yeah, now it's really an open game, and a little bit Jolly Rogers, King of Polo. They're doing a lot of more tremendous actions here, and putting more power and more pressure against Battistoni Polo team. What a nice lifted up shot, and going through the Hugo Taylor. Hugo got disturbed a little bit, but just behind, followed up just perfectly. The helping hand, it's James Bime. There was some shouting.
Yeah, we have a whistle, and the flag is good. We have a penalty one in this case. It's a deliberate foul, really, really close to the goal. In this case, Pierre Jaureche had no play. He decided to interfere there. So we have a penalty one in this case. The goal is good, and instead of restarting the game with a throw-in from the center of the field, we It's great news for the attacking team because they have a penalty from midfield to recover position. Also, they stop the clock. So in this case, it's good for them because they are losing by one goal, as we say. You know, Battistoni had the lead, and now in this moment of the game, we have Jolly Roger a bit taking the advantage.
Oh, it's good comeback in this Chaka. So far, this Chaka, I mean, it's well, but we put it on the table for Jolly Roger. This Chaka doing quite well and coming closer.
Correct. And well, in this case, we have a penalty from the midfield. The first defender of the red team has to locate himself 30 yards from the ball. That defender, no one can block him. And in this case, we have two type of tactics that these players try to decide. Usually, if you have a long hitter, they try to put the ball as close to the goal as possible, or even try to score. Or if not, they try to make a tap and try to identify a player with angle well located. In this case, they decide a long shot. It was a controlled shot and it hit the horse, but it was too far away. So in this case, Juan Jauretche recovers the ball for Battistoni.
Juan just controlling it, just waiting for somebody to maybe to go ahead, but the ball stays and stuck there. And but perfect. Pierre Jauretche is coming just to get assist.
Yeah, in this case, the umpires identified that the ball was buried when the player from Battistoni was trying to take the ball away. He almost took it, but well, the umpires decided that it was too risky to have a player there trying to unbury that ball. So we're gonna restart the game with a throw-in from the center to the boards.
All right, exactly right. But see how close the players are together. But normally they had to keep a gap, but that was close and taken perfectly out by Battistoni. Got disturbed and interception, another one. And coming the team captain, Alessandro Barnaba. Alessandro just moved it a little bit ahead and got some great help coming. Pierre Jauretche close. Juan is there. Maybe a great opportunity. Nobody by Jolly Roger wants to be in the way or create a foul, but this was a very important shot, and it's official. It's a goal. It's another goal. It's 6 goal now, 2-4.
Yeah, the goal is good. Well done for Juan Jauretche trying to find the space. He took the decision of hitting a control shot, like it didn't hit any horse. Great decision from him. The goal is good. And now, yes, Battistoni continue leading this game by 2 goals, 6-4.
Yeah, great game. 10 goals so far. And it's going up and down. And Jolly Roger, yeah. They were just on the ball, and it's a bad feeling, Pancho, when you're just on the ball and then the umpire whistle sounds.
Yes, of course. Usually, most of the time, these players, when they go for the ball, is because they think they're not fouling. But, well, we have the umpires on the field that they're usually in a better position. As we say, we have 2 on the field, one sitting close to us here on the center of the field. And let's see what they decide. They identify it was a foul, but in this case they will do it from the spot in favor of Battistoni.
Yeah, Pierre Jauretche will do it. Let's see, Manu Elizalde is doing slowly. Starts now ahead and speed up, and maybe we will see the long shot by Pierre Jauretche now. Exactly now, coming now. Water drive, running, is still rolling, is still there in the danger zone. Interception, great interception by Juan Jauretche, and picking up the ball of his brother, but it's coming out James Bime. James, no, it's Manu Plaza. Correction, Manu is alone.
And we have, yes, Manu Plaza flying on the field. Manu Plaza. Great horsepower by Manu Plaza, and a bit unlucky of Pierre Jauretche. He went for the ride-off, and he was a bit too late, creating a danger. So the umpires blow the whistle. Let's see what they discuss. If it was that late ride-off, or if Manu Plaza actually turned a bit to the left, creating the danger. I think we're gonna go for option A, but they are discussing this play. We'll see what they deliver in just a second, and we will inform you the foul.
But maybe also a different of speed. That's also something. And when you ride off, somebody's really flying just beside, and you're slower, and you make a bump. It's not really a legal ride off because it creates maybe a big problem to the other one who's really on his way.
Correct. As we were mentioning before, the ride off for the ride off to be good, it has to be same speed, shoulder to shoulder, and you're not allowed to come with a lot of angle. In this case, I think we had a combination of 2 things, a little bit on the back and also a little bit different speeds. This creates a danger, especially going at that speed. So, well, the umpires to to avoid any type of problems. They blow the whistle. That's why we have them 4, and we have in this case a 30-yard penalty in favor of the black team. Great news for them. They have the chance to
come closer.
and come a lot closer, no?
Yeah, exactly. Pancho, and James Mine is walking. Just want to be sure, and there's also little wind and not lifted up too much high, but nice one, very important one.
Yes. In this case, a 30-yard penalty. As we say, it's undefended. Some players decide to counter the ball and hit it. Some players decide to walk it. Both ways are legal. In this case, great news for Jolly Roger, the black team. They are 5-6 now. They're getting closer.
Yeah, and the experts are all right. They told me, Alex, it will be a very close match, and that's what we're having now exactly. It's 5-6. First check already was over, and the one clearly by Battistoni, and now in Jolly Rogers, it's their checker, and they're really coming back. As we heard another whistle.
Yes, as we see here in the replay, Hugo Taylor was fighting for the ball, then James Bime, and actually, unfortunately, the first tap, he couldn't hit that ball, and when he wanted to come back to get that ball, we had Pierre Jaureche with the right of way coming into that ball. He should have left one more play, so a bit unlucky. It's just a matter of distance, and one more second and he would have been fine. The umpires decide he was not able to get there. So again, great news for Battistoni. In this case, it looks like a 40-yard penalty for them. In this case, it's defended, but the players are behind the goal, basically. They're not allowed to come through the goal, but they can come across the goal the moment the player impacts the ball.
Right, taken again by Manu Plaza. He's an expert for this kind of penalties, a 40-yard, and now he's using the gallop of the horse just to put a little strength and speed and power on the ball. And as Pancho just mentioned, tried to avoid this one, but not possible. But the ball in the air went to the left, so it's not into the goal.
Yes, a bit unlucky. In this case, Manu Elizalde for the Battistoni team. He hit a great shot, but well, it's quite windy, as we can really tell now. So a bit unlucky, but well, lucky in this case for Jolly Roger. Now James Vine takes the knock-in, trying to find Manu Plaza. As we see here, the ideal of these teams is to go through the center, but usually that's where the defenders are located. So that's why teams used to go to the sides to try to decompact that defense and then come back to the center.
Niklas Johansson, the flying Swedish CEO of the team, just bring it ahead, close to the goal, and just taken around by Juan Jorge. Saved it up very nicely, controlling it, just waiting for the right moment just to send it to the middle. That's the aim for the team, just out from the defense, right to the middle, and Juan Jorge is still there, waiting to give a pass to Manu Elizalde. Manu's taking over and dribbling the ball 1, 2, 3, 4 times, just waiting to get the big one. Now it's into the other half, taken perfectly by this Manu Placer in the perfect position, take it over, building up a new line by James Mine. What a clever play, and open it up again by a back shot. It's up and down now, Pancho.
Yes, great play there between the 2-6 goals of Jolly Roger. Great back shot, finding Manu Plaza. Manu Plaza well backed up by Nicolas Johansen, and now Manu Plaza again with the ball. Manu Plaza with a tap, trying to find some space. He has one of his teammates up front. He goes for the next shot, great shot, but well stopped by Alessandro. Now Manu Elizalde, well pressured by Manu Plaza. They ask him the back, he decides to turn the ball, and now Manu Plaza recovers the ball again for Jolly Roger. Manu Plaza leaves the ball behind for Hugo Taylor.
Clever entering, and now Hugo Taylor now moved it over to James Bond. James is coming around, and that looks quite good to Jolly Roger. The ball is close to the goal, Manu Plaza, and finally the ball went off right with the bell of the chucker, and it was a great opportunity so far. No goal in this one. Yes,
great play by the Jolly Roger team. We're in the black shirt, and now yes, we have what we called the halftime. In this case, a 5-chucker game. So in the end of chucker 3, we're gonna have all the spectators here. The famous stamping on the divots. The field will be immaculate on starting the 4th and the 5th. Now the players have 5 minutes instead of 3. They will discuss tactics. If they have a coach, they will get the advice, and we will come back shortly.
That's for sure, and just enjoy for you the good goals yesterday by Bounty Biggery, and just enjoy. We are back soon. Thank you, Pancho, and stay tuned. Sending it up to the left, exactly where Santiago Chavan is there, just to receive the pass and taking it over again, going around everybody and coming back again. What a nice play! And we got to prove if he's human or an alien. Unbelievable. Santiago Chavan playing better, stronger.
Vous savez pourquoi j'aime vivre ici? Parce que j'aime ses habitants. J'aime les soutenir avec mon livret. Et j'aime donner 1 euro chaque mois à un projet et voir ma banque en donner autant. J'aime voir s'élever les nouvelles entreprises près de chez moi. J'aime voir arriver à maturité les initiatives locales qui nous régalent. J'aime voir que l'on prend soin des êtres qui nous sont chers. Des solutions concrètes et solidaires existent pour soutenir ceux qui se mobilisent près de chez moi. J'aime mon territoire.
You're back at the right place with pololine.tv. We're about to start the checker number 4 between a very important match in Group C and Jolly Rogers, King of Polo, against Battistoni. It's an open game. It's 5-6, 6-5. Battistoni is in the lead, but they're in defense now, and Juan Horeche is taking out just the ball just out of defense. Great save so far. And Pancho McLaughlin is on my side. And Battistoni is more and more under pressure.
Yes. Not the best knocking for Battistoni. Well pressured by Hugo Taylor, and in this case they managed to defend it well. But the teams are fighting, and now we have again Hugo Taylor on the near side, winning that ride-off. Hugo Taylor, the Englishman, Hugo Taylor on the near side. Hugo Taylor. The ball is good. And yes, we have a great goal by Jolly Roger. 6 goals apiece at the beginning of this 4th checker.
Tremendous run by Hugo Taylor, and lifting it up 3 times on the left side, as you see on the replay, and the final one is so important. And we saw it. Jolly Roger, King of Polo team, they're getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And have a look now. They had the same result, 6-all.
See, they couldn't score at the end of the 3rd checker, but they managed to do it now. And we have a throw-in. In this case, Battistoni on the what we call the good side of the throw-in. And now we have a new whistle. Let's see what the umpires decide. Probably one of the players crashed into each other. In this case, it's going to be a spot hit. It's going to be a spot hit in favor of the Battistoni team. So let's see what they can do from this part of the field. Great news for them.
Maybe the rider was a little bit too tough. I just saw just ahead of them, but finally the umpires here for also security reason and for the horse. If it's too tough, if it's too much, whatever, they decided free hit from the spot.
See, Pierre Jaureche now with the green helmet countering to the ball. The penalty is from the spot on the midfield, a bit on the right. Let's see what they decide to do. Pierre Jaureche with a lovely shot trying to find the goal. We have Juan Jaureche, his brother, going for that ball. Juan Jaureche with the next shot, but the ball goes wide. But great combination between these two brothers. Juan trusted his brother on this long shot. He had the power to read that play. Unlucky with that next shot. It was quite tough anyway to score it. And we have James Vine for Jolly Roger now.
Yeah, coming in perfectly, and it looks quite good for the team in the black team shirts. The man in black polo team, better known as Jolly Rogers, King of Polo. And but Manu Elizalde entering quickly in the situation. You don't have much time. If you snooze, you lose. That's polo. In the same second, when you're there and you think you got some time, and there's the opponent players already there. It's so quick, the players here in this tournament, and of course it's 16-goal polo. And the top 40 players in the world, 15 of them are playing here in this one. So that means something, Pancho.
Yes, as we saw on the replay, Manu Elizalde anticipated that ball super well. Then he changed that line of the ball, and Manu Plaza went on the near side. He was fine on the near side, but not with that angle. So the umpires decided it was a 30-yard penalty. In this case, no problem for Manu Elizalde. He's having a great afternoon here, evening in Terrain Honor 2, like they say in French, Honor 2, here in Chantilly, one of the biggest clubs in Europe with 9 fields, playing the French Open, one of the most important tournaments of the European season, especially the most important tournament in September. Great goal by Battistoni, 7-6 in the beginning of this 4th checker.
Yeah, and that Battistoni just break a little bit this Jolly Roger goal by goal and coming closer, and that's so important to score the penalties, and perfectly taken over by James Mime. James is there, but had Pierre Jaureche. Pierre backed it up and take it over and handled it over to Manu Elizalde. Manu just waiting for the right moment just to give it back a little bit, and Pierre is coming out of defense, back shot. It was close. The two brothers are just crashing together. Manu Plaza is there, a little bit in the free zone. Open up boards to boards and try to find the right spot.
Yes, well done for him that he, instead of running to the boards, he decided to stop, change direction and face the center. He finds the other 6 goaler of the team. In this case is James Vine, well pressured by Pierre Jaureche. James Vine finding the space. James Vine blocking the goal. James Vine, the ball is good. The ball is good. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the equalizer. 7 goals apiece. Great combination between these two 6 goalers. The ball started at the center of the field with a lovely open back shot. Manu Plaza checked to the center, find James Vine, and as soon as he had a space, he shoot to goal. Great goal by them. 7-7 when we have 3 minutes left in this fourth checker.
James Vine 007 sometimes, sent by Her Majesty, is a national of the English team, doing very nice, and that's the equalizer, 7-0. So let's do it. Let's see what's going on. It was Pierre Jaureche. No, it's taken around a little bit ahead with Manu Plaza. What great play by Manu Plaza so far, working a lot and breaking through the team captain. Oh, watch out. What happened?
Now we have a new whistle, in this case, unlucky by Pierre Jaureche that he couldn't hit that back shot, and then well read by his brother that he backed him up super well. And then James Vine trying to block the back shot. He put his horse a bit too risky in that play, creating danger. So in this case, we recover the possession for the Battistoni team. We have a spot hit in their favor, and let's see what they can do. Play really in almost exact same place. Pierre hit a long shot, and Juan, his brother, almost scored. Let's see what they try to do now.
Yeah, it's a great combination, of course, not only by their brothers, of course they understand each other, but it works in quite well between number 4 and 2, the 2 brothers, Jaureches. So watch out now in this one, dribbling a little bit ahead, just waiting in Manu running like hell, expecting a long shot, a long drive. So far didn't happen, but the brothers there, Juan, open it up a little, no back shot. And taken over, just waiting a second, and James Vine was already there. And what an interception by Manu Plaza. Coming in between, the ball stays, a loose ball, taken over directly by Juan Jaureche. Anticipation just perfect and quickly. Juan, where is he going? Far away from the goal finally.
Yes, unlucky they got deflected on the cane, but well done by Manuel Elizalde recovering the ball there. Double mark on him by James Vine, recovering the ball, and he was a bit lucky. So we have Manuel Elizalde again dribbling the ball, leaving the ball behind for Juan Jaureche. Let's see what they can do, if it's a foul or a goal. Juan Jaureche with the ball, the umpires say clear. Juan Jaureche hitting the ball, and the ball goes wide on the left. So lucky for Jolly Roger that they managed to defend this ball really well. As we see now, Manu Plaza and some of the players going to pick a fresh horse for the last minutes of this fourth checker. We have James Vine now. Red bandages for him, trying to find Manu Plaza on the left-hand side.
Yeah, taken over it perfectly, but a little bit short maybe. It was getting tired there. Juan Jaureche taking over and wake them a little bit up, the little polo ball. And just in the right moment, it's a great opportunity. In one shot, in one strike, but just missed this one. Manuel Elizalde. Another hit in. It's an open game now. It's 7-all, but now Jolly Rogers is a little bit under pressure.
Yeah, a bit unlucky, and we have Hugo Taylor also trying to get a fresh horse, and they decide for a long shot on the right, trying to find Manu Plaza. They find him. Both players with a great helmet, Manu Plaza, and now we have James Vine. He fakes the block, and he goes for the pass. Great play by him. James Vine trying to find the center now. James Vine flying in the center, but great defense play by Manuel Elizalde.
Just in the last second, the horse really leaned ahead. Manu Plaza's taken over. What a great opportunity now to Plaza. Proper contact, but still Plaza could do his shot under the neck, but still missed a little one.
Yes,
few meters.
Great defense there by Juan Jaureche. A bit on the limit, but the write-off was good. That's what the umpires consider. And now lucky for them that they have a knock-in on their side. They have 10 seconds to play the ball. All their players quickly change horses. They didn't have the time before. So now all the players are on fresh horses to dispute the last minute of this checker. Pierre Jaureche waiting a bit for his teammates. Pierre trying to find Juan, his brother. Juan Jaureche, and we have Manu Plaza on a meeting. Let's see what the umpires decide, because we have a few players chasing that line. Let's see what we can see here on the replay. We have Manu Plaza meeting that ball, and we have Juan Jaureche coming a bit with an angle. Let's see what the umpires decide. As we mentioned, we have Peter Wright and Jason Dixon, one of the two best umpires around the world. They umpire in England and in different parts of the world. They've been coming to the French Open in the last years. And now, well, let's see what the umpires decide. I think they're going to go in favor of the Jolly Roger team, looks like. So great news for them. But, well, the end of this fourth chukker, as we say so far, it's a super, super even game. 7 goals apiece. We're going to go a tiny commercial break. And stay tuned, because we have a super thrilling, excited fifth chukker. Hopefully the last one, or hopefully we have one more.
Inspired by the culture of Native Americans, we, as Standing Rock, have embraced a way of life guided by intrinsic values and beliefs. Unbridled, vibrant, iconic, proficient, and honorable. This inspiration is the exhilarating feeling we share with every stride and every swing. In the spirit of the game, we push boundaries and inspire those around us, on and off the field.
Each day, we at La Cornue set upon a journey to create a masterpiece. An icon of French cuisine and culture since 1908. A time-honored culinary tradition, treasured for generations the world over.
We're back here in a tremendous match here, an open match, and with a penalty. You just saw the penalty too, and just went in, Pancho. Very important one.
Yeah, if they have a way to start this chukker for Jolly Roger, is like this, scoring this 30-yard penalty. So we have a thrilling 6 minutes and a half now of this fifth chukker. On paper, well, is the last, but as we know in Polo, if they finish this chukker with the same result, we're gonna go to an overtime.
So Jolly Roger's in the lead the first time now, and they got a good trend. So they're in the lead by 1 goal. That means something. Taking over just perfect. Manu Plaza, pressing player today, very good. And James Mime just following it up and sending it up, giving it back to Manu Plaza. And the cut shot now, open cut shot. But the ball is still there. It's running close, very close to the goal. Just miss few centimeters.
A good combination between the 2 6-goalers of the Jolly Roger team and Manu Plaza. The field was coming to an end, so he decided to go for a cut shot. Well covered by Pierre Jaureche, winning the center of the field. And now we have a knock-in in favor of the Battistoni team. Let's see what they do from here.
Very nice one. Pierre Jaureche opening up and trying to find his brother. And Manuel Elizalde is there. Close action, and Juan Jaureche is bringing it out of the corner of the boards there. It's on the far side, but still there. And James Mime, what a nice interception by James Mime. James Mime, watch out. James Mime, open it up with a long shot, a very good shot. It's close. No, it's running. It's off just beside the goal. Jolly Rogers is trying to find another chance just to score another goal, just to keep the distance a little bit bigger, and nice try.
Yeah, as we mentioned, the Battistoni team is well positioned on defense, so Jolly Roger decides to hit from distance, and as we see, these players can do it, and it was not goal. It was really, really close. Great shot. And we have now Juan Jaureche flying in this chestnut on the right-hand side of the field, trying to find Manuel Elizalde. Manuel Elizalde in this mare that I think he played on the first shocker. Well defended by Jolly Roger, and we have Juan Jaureche from distance. He hit the post and went left.
It was close because he's just riding Bratislava, one of his favorites, just in the fifth checker in the beginning, and taking over in the high speed.
Anyone's game, 8-7 in favor of Jolly Roger. We have a knock-in now in favor of the black team. James Vine with the ball, trying to find Manu Plaza, well located on the right. The ball gets deflected, but it arrives straight to his stick. Manu Plaza.
Manu Plaza, unbelievable, and using here also great horses, and got some help by Hugo Taylor. Hugo's opened it up immediately, just played it around a little bit on just to avoid to make any contact, and now sending it up, just perfect pass, finding James Vine. James, have a look with James Vine. Pancho, what is James doing?
James Vine with the top. James Vine, the Englishman. The ball is looking good, and it goes a little bit to the right. Really, really unlucky by the Jolly Roger team, but also good merit of the Battistoni to apply the pressure that was needed for him to avoid the goal. Well, right off there by Manu Elizalde. The ball goes to the left, and Battistoni still alive.
Yeah, proper ride-off, just avoided the last goal. It was so close. And lean over. Ball is still there, taken over by Manu Elizalde. Manu, just waiting for the right moment. Not a full swing, but only 10-50 meters. That's enough for James Vine just to return it and bring it back. Manu got the same problem than before, just to take it out. Now a tremendous back shot and just playing. And Vine is closing up to another one. It's closing up the distance now, and maybe he's alone. So that's why he chooses to make a long shot right into the direction of the goal. Doesn't reach a back shot in the last action by Manu Elizalde. Manu has to work out in defense all the time, and the difference is one goal. Juan Jaureche is taking over. Battistoni has to come out now. Time is ticking down against Battistoni. Maybe now getting out of their own half, but very strong Jolly Rogers. But leaning over maybe onto the right of way, and maybe the last man rule and whatever. What do you think?
Yes. Also very, very close play. In this case, it's a matter of angle and distance. The umpires decided that Manu Plaza was coming a bit with an angle when Juan Jaureche was pressing into that line. So, well, what an exciting game we have. Great news for the red team. They have a big chance to try to put the score 8 for them, and this will tie the game. So, in this case, it's a 40-yard penalty. In this case, we saw Manuel Elizalde hitting really good the 30s. He was a bit unlucky in 140 he had on that same goal. Got a bit deflected because of the wind. And we'll see. Very important penalty with the pressure for Manuel Elizalde, the guy from Argentina, La Pampa. He has a 40-yard penalty to try to put his team still alive in this Open de France.
Yeah, that's quite important. So he's going to concentrate. That's why he take a little bigger circle now to come close to the ball and just to concentrate, bring the horse on the right hand. And when the horse is leaning over on the right hand, it's perfect for an offside forehand. That's so important, this one. But watch out, it can be defended now, but this one not. But the ball is wide. Believe it. Fully risk.
We see we have two umpires, as we say, on the field, and also we have the flagman. The flagman was protecting one post. We have the one of the umpires on also one post, and well, they have a better view from there. Great shot by Manuel Elizalde, a bit unlucky again. It got deflected, and well, lucky for Jolly Roger. 2 minutes left on the clock, and they have possession of the ball.
Yes, and they want to be save it up with James Vine just in the back, just taking a hit in, and so following up immediately, taken over by Juan Jaureche, turning now immediately, just try to find the way to the goal. Manuel Elizalde going from boards to boards now. Pierre Jaureche, no, just wait a second. What a great defense and taking over always by Manu Plaza. Manu sending it up into the other half, and now we do have a horse race. Then gentlemen, perfectly take another one. Maybe this one. No, Pierre Jauretche couldn't get hold of it. Back shot by Manu Elizalde. Open it up and turn it again.
We have Juan Jauretche now checking on the right-hand side of the field. Juan Jauretche well pressured by James Vine in this grey horse. Juan Jauretche, he has double mark now. He has Manu Plaza on the right, James Vine on the left. Let's see if he is able to get away, and he does. And Juan Jauretche flying in this mare. Juan Jauretche with the top. Juan Jauretche on the near side. Juan Jauretche again with the ball. And who gets there is James Vine, the experienced player from England.
James
they say
playing,
clear,
yeah.
and yes, they hit the ball to the right, finding Manu Plaza. And we have Manu Elizalde with the back shot, trying to find Juan Jauretche. Juan Jauretche, but who gets there is James Vine with a lovely back shot, finding Manu Plaza. The 6-goaler, Manu Plaza. We have a whistle, ladies and gentlemen. 49 seconds on the clock. Let's see what they decide. Probably a red player crossing a bit the right of way there. Alessandro a bit unlucky, crossing a bit the head of the horse. Well, let's see what they blow.
Wow, tremendous, this striker, and the clock is playing also a big role now because the clock is ticking down. Yeah, Richard Mille is ticking down. There's not much time left, and by 1 goal in the lead, and that's why James Vine is going into the back position more and more, just to save it up in the last minute. But so important now, what will the umpire now decide? And less than 1 minute.
Yeah, it's a super important call. As we say, we have 2 officials on the field. We have Mr. Fisher here close to us. He's helping them, and he has the last decision if the 2 umpires on the field don't agree. So we'll see what they decide. It's a super important call. We still have time anyway, no matter what call this is. A minute left on the clock, 49 seconds. So we'll see what they say. They're talking with the captains. In this case, we have James Vine super close, and Juan Jauretche is a bit further away. He expects to get a call in favor of the Battistoni team. So in just a second, we will let you know what's the call.
Well, that's really surreal, and it was close, and all the experts, they were right. They're saying it will be very close, and maybe we'll see the equalizer in the last seconds because it's close, and third man decision is?
It's no foul, so in this case, if the foul is not good, we restart the game with a throw-in, in this case from the center to the boards. We have the Battistoni team in the left side of the throw-in, and let's see if they can win the throw-in. They do it, and we have Manu Elizalde with the ball.
Manu just taking it over, and he knows exactly what to do in the last second, playing with the ball. Now, want to be very precisely, don't do any crazy thing, just to control it, giving a new line, and maybe we'll find a way, maybe we'll find another penalty, maybe we'll find Juan Jauretche. Juan, close again, another opportunity. Nobody in the black team want to create a foul now, so everybody is very, very carefully with raw eggs, and Pierre Jauretche is taking it over. Still, the time is ticking down, half a minute, and maybe now something, now or never by Juan Jauretche. Juan, the last one, Pancho, what happened?
Juan Jauretche trying to find space, and well, he decides to, they call him play, he decides to take a shot, as we see here on the replay. Juan Jauretche, and he got a bit unlucky. It hit the horse, as we mentioned. If the ball was controlled, it would have not been a foul, but the umpires decided that shot was too tough on the horse, so to preserve them, we have a spot hit. Let's see if it's in favor of the black team, or looks like a 30-yard penalty. I guess they said clear. The guy didn't clear. So we have 2 options here. In this case, apparently the umpire said clear, and Manu Plaza, the number 2 on the black team, did not clear. So Juan Jauretche had they identified he had a clear shot to goal. The black player didn't clear, so in this case he's the one creating the danger. So great news for Manu Elizalde, for Battistoni. With just 16 seconds on the clock, we have a 30-yard penalty in favor of them.
So Manu Elizalde, he got it on his stick, and he did it. It's the equalizer. It's 8-8. Believe it. What a thrill. What a close game. Everybody was right to telling me, Alex, watch out, it will be close. 7 goal by Manu Elizalde. The first bell, normally it's over, but not with this result.
The goal is good, and ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play the 30 seconds now in the throw-in. And yes, we play the 30 seconds, and if there's no goal, we go to overtime. But Manu Elizalde gets a long shot trying to find Juan Jauretche. Let's see if he has the speed and distance. But no, Manu Plaza sets I'm going to shut the door and I'm going to push the ball away from the boards. And Manu Plaza flying on the field, hitting the ball in the air. Manu Plaza, you have Pierre Jauretche with the back shot. Manu Plaza with the back shot. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have the second bell. And the players will go. They have 3 minutes to change horses. And we're going to have a 6th checker. In this case, it's going to be overtime. We're going to restart the game with a throw-in, I guess. And in just a few seconds, we're going to see who is the winner that will go through for the next round.
Wow, Pancho. You will get some more mate maybe, and I will take my medicine that I need it always. But we're back soon in the pololine.tv for the next check and the overtime with golden goal.
Yeah, super excited. So we see you in just a minute.
So you're right back into the overtime, and as you see, it was a close match just in the beginning, 2-2, and then so Battistoni, they were in the lead really by 2 goals. It looks quite good to Battistoni, and then of course Jolly Rogers came back, and in the checker number 4 it was the same 7-all, and as well as in the last checker 8-8. That means we're going into an overtime with a golden goal punch, so now everything is possible.
Yes, now we're going to play just a normal checker with the slight difference that the first team that scores a goal is going to win this game. So, yeah, we have overtime. In Spanish, it's called checker suplementario. So, we'll see who wins. You know, it's anyone's game now. As we mentioned at the beginning, we were right. These two teams were super balanced. We had a a bit of a distance in the first half for the Battistoni team, but Jolly Roger came super strong in the second half. And well, 8 goals apiece, throw-in, and yes, the ball is in play.
Yeah, the ball is in play. Of course, you want to avoid now any fouls and penalty. But the running away, just Pierre Jauretche. That's what you wanted to see. Pierre is flying. Just a concentration. The last one. It's a half swing. It looks quite good. And Jauretche. No, it's saved up by Manu Plaza. What an incredible player, Manu Plaza. Watch out.
Yes, great defense play, but the ball is in play, and we have Manuel Elizalde. Manuel Elizalde taps the ball into Hugo Taylor, and he decides to play the ball. Umpire says no foul. Hugo Taylor. And now the ball is in play, and we have Manuel Elizalde again in control of the ball. Manuel Elizalde well pressured by Hugo Taylor, and in this case it's James Vine applying pressure. Manuel Elizalde with a lovely shot, trying to find the goal. Manuel Elizalde, and the ball goes wide on the left-hand side. But great defense play before by Manu Plaza, running Pierre Jauretche. That made Pierre Jauretche make a small tap. The distance was too short, and well, we restart the game now with a knock-in in favor of Jolly Roger.
Yes, of course. James Vine is coming there, and just want to bring it up out of his own half. And Manu Plaza is doing an incredible match so far. Unbelievable player, just helping out a lot. Vine is coming and following very nicely on the boards. Ooh, just to avoid to lose it there, and Juan Jauretche is taking over immediately. Juan, just stop the action completely. Waiting for some help, maybe turning it around, building up a new line, and going up just to receive the pass. It's still there for Battistoni, and Pierre Jauretche is coming and entering. Wow.
And yes, we have now Manu Plaza again recovering the ball in defense in this Black Horse. Manu Plaza well pressured by Manuel Elizalde, but he managed to escape from the marking of Manuel Elizalde. We have Manu Plaza tapping the ball. The ball gets deflected, and we have Hugo Taylor backing up, hitting a long shot, finding Nicolas Johansson. Well defended by the number 1, Alessandro of Battistoni. The hook is good, and we have Manuel Elizalde that gets there first. And no, it's Pierre Jauretche with the tailback shot. And who gets there is Hugo Taylor tapping the ball. Let's see what the young man can do from England. Hugo Taylor tapping the ball. Hugo Taylor on the near side. The ball gets deflected, and we have Pierre Jauretche with another back shot. But who gets there first again is James Vine, the Englishman. All the experience for him. James Vine. The umpire said clear. Juan Jauretche has to clear. And we have now James Vine with the shot, finding the goal. And ladies and gentlemen,
it's a golden goal.
We have a winner.
We have a winner, and going through, and then the last 8 teams, it's Jolly Roger's King of Polo. The men in black polo team, they made it in the overtime, in the last second.
What a game we had, and well, James Vine, the Englishman, captain of the English team, had the patience to shoot to goal there. When the umpire said clear, he had a small, tiny gap to shoot to goal, and the goal was good. 9-8 for Jolly Roger. What a game, ladies and gentlemen.
It was close and high class, but also a little lucky, maybe, because in the overtime, these 2 teams were really balanced, were on the same level. And of course, a little bit sad now, Battistoni. Look how they are. They're sad and head is going down. And wow.
Of course, these type of games, it's super fun to play them. And when they're super close, I'm sure the Jolly Roger team will be super happy. Battistoni won't be as happy because, of course, they go home with a loss. But they have to be heads up. They gave it all on the field. They had a great game. They also had their chances, especially on the overtime with Pierre Jauretche there running to goal. Luck was not on their side. Jolly Roger actually then on the counter-attack decided to go and score in the right hand of James Vine. But well, like this tournament, it's super competitive. 16 teams. Most of the games are by 1 goal. We've seen a lot of games in overtime. So it talks really good about all these teams. How well organized they are, and speaks highly about the French Open that every year is as competitive.
Very good. Then the good mood now in the tent by Jolly Roger's King of Polo. While the umpire just passing us, Peter Wright and Jason Dickon, they did a great job. And we will see here in the statistic what happened. There were the field goals, and we astonished a little bit that Battistoni only got 2 field goals, and the throw-ins they also. But on the other side of the Battistoni team, the fouls were more on the Jolly Roger King of Polo. It's 14 goals, and on the other hand, they were very good with 5 goals, and the penalty was scored, and it's also Jolly Roger's 3 out of 3. And on the other hand, 5 scored 5, mainly by Manu Elizalde, and out of 7, we got one corner, no yellow card. It was quite a fair game, but in the end, in the overtime, that was something.
Yes, as we say, this game would have been defined by details, and as we say there on the penalties, Jolly Roger scored 100%, on their penalties, and well, Manuel Izalde was a bit unlucky in those two 40-yard penalties. He hit them really well. The wind pushed the ball a bit away. So, well, these type of games are details. He had an extraordinary game, in my opinion. Unlucky in those two penalties, but they also had their chances. They shoot a lot to goal. So, well, unlucky for them. They will continue now playing the tournament on the Subsidiary Cup. And, well, Jolly Roger will go through to the quarterfinals, second in this group. First will be La Fija.
Exact, and we like polo like this in the Open de France. It's fantastic here. This team and this level, this kind of level was very high and a fantastic match. So Group C was very close, and we will continue. As you see, the last goals, I want to say thank you to Pancho McLaughlin, who gave great help, the expert, and will replace me also and help out in the next days because I can't be here on the weekends, but he's doing very well. You're in good hands, and thank you, our partners. Thank you, Polo Line, and thank you, Pancho McLaughlin. Great with you.
Thank you, Alex. It's a pleasure, and thank you, Polo Line, to be here. And well, as we see here on the TV, all the sponsors. And well, we will meet you tomorrow because this French Open continues. We have exciting games tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. It's non-stop here in France. The weather is not helping a bit, but we still